Casino del Sol Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Arizona Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the Arizona head coach told me pregame, this will be a great test, a separator, the first conference game of the year with two teams that are undefeated. He knows that whoever wins this game will have a leg up in the standings, but more importantly, set the tone for the conference season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. Out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Quick handoff. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to pass, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, 1st down. Second play, 1st down. Third play, 1st down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down? They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Fafita. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Craig. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pressure coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
What?
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
What?
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every team. Quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He will pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Scanning the field, it's Edwards.
All right, I'm lagging, bro. I can't do this.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it.
Go to my Twitch. I'm about to take the share screen down. Wait, somebody else in the party. Oh, Deej. Or Deej can share screen. Because I'm lagging. Because it was
physical team, but nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He was like, I couldn't play the game. I watched.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get
Didn't catch the ball. Still might not be able to.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first
Yeah.
down.
Oh my God.
The pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide
Can you not hear me, Ev?
decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The run from the shotgun. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, North Carolina. A pick 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Tired as fuck. 24 miles per hour wins?
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He'll be
That was my first time ever doing that. I ain't gonna lie.
They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head
That
coach
was my
has got
first
to get
time,
his
man.
team
That was my
together
second time.
and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Hold and fire complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first. Started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. And he throws another Another interception, his third one of the night. Flying down the left side. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The inside handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more.
Might have a chance. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. He is in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right. This defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Arizona in a hurry. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Gallagher. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man, it's Craig. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker.
Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming.
I'm not even doing nothing, bro. Like, this is just like unfortunate, bro. Like, it's unlucky.
The heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout.
The first time I played this shit, I was like,
the big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Touchdown, UNC! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Arizona right back to the line.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like that back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Going for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Shit.
Getting set for the point after. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. If you go for 2 right here, you better get it, or else you're going to be chasing points the rest of the day. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Flips it out to the back. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. And down he goes.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving them a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long, working here. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And it's a sack. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College, taking on the number 15 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Eagles, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
What's good with my corner over there?
Knows what's coming.
That
it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
I gotta take that.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Fafita. He's not afraid to go deep. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Going to the ground. Once for the tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout.
Come on, bro. This game fucking sucks.
Too slippery in the hands.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's
what a knockout.
What a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on
That is
fourth
a
down
GG.
and come up bankrupt.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
Trying play action. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
and we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Ooh.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, my God.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Wildcats in the hurry-up. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
I need to see bro right there,
He can
honestly.
be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll leave it with him. There's some room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Makes the grab. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that 1st down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
On the option. He'll pitch it. There's a crease. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Go on, thank you, on.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
What a great job of recognition by the defense there. There'll be a lot of situations for defenses to expect run, especially down on the opponent's 1-yard line coming out, but they were ready for the throw that time, and they were able to jump the throw and get the interception.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has...
Looking for the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but what a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Man, it's just been that kind of day. This is one of those games you just want to forget. They've been dominated in every phase. They're getting blown out. Now you give up a safety in the fourth quarter. There are a lot of coachable moments, a lot of teachable things this coaching staff's going to have to dig into here this week of practice.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll give it to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Dropping back, it's Edwards.
Yo.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Hey, easy. On fourth down, going to the air. Lobs it off the back foot. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Off the play fake. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Well, they haven't been able to get it done on fourth down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the third time the charm. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it at not.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Oh.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.